Good morning, people. I'm getting to the end of my illness here, so I do have a lozenge in my mouth, cough drop. But I had to come on to do this video. I just got finished watching a video that Monica Joy has posted, and if you subscribe to me and you not subscribe to her for natural hair as like a wealth of knowledge, she's amazing, because she does all the research to really explain it. It's not just her opinions, it's her opinions and her research. I really like that. I don't know about y'all, but if you're natural and you haven't checked her out, if you're going natural transitioning, especially if you're transitioning, check her out. Now that I got that out of the way, let me just get on this topic. Okay, she just did a video on the word nappy and the connotation in which it is used. In the household that I grew up in, nappy was not a bad word. Your hair was tangled, it was nappy. It wasn't used in the sense of, oh girl, your hair is nappy, you look horrible. No. In this day and age, you tell a child their hair is nappy and their feelings is hurt. And it to me, it says a lot about the way that child is being parented. For your parent, because it seems like not enough parents take the time to explain to their children why they are the way that they are. And what I tell my daughters, because you know, if you subscribe to my channel, you know I have 3 daughters, that we are wonderfully and fearfully made in God's perfect image. So that there's nothing about you, absolutely nothing about you, that isn't perfect, because if it wasn't perfect, then you're telling God He made a mistake. When God made me, He didn't make a mistake. I'm not one of those people who didn't have hair. I grew up, I had a head full of hair. I did not get a relaxer until I was 15 years old, and it wasn't because my mother pushed it. It was because I wanted to try something new. She didn't say, you need to get a relaxer because your hair looks a doggone mess. That's not the way that it was. She told me I needed to get a relaxer. She didn't tell me I needed to get a relaxer. Matter of fact, she told me I didn't need a relaxer, and if I wanted to wear my hair straight, then I could just continue getting it pressed as I had been doing, which wasn't a problem. But I don't like hot combs. I don't. I always managed to get burnt somewhere, somehow, and it just irritated me. I don't mind it so much now as an adult, because I understand that hair is a process. You want it to look a certain way, you have to do certain things. That's just it. But for a child to only feel beautiful if their hair is hanging down their back and it's straight and it's flowing, it's like, you know, you get that whip. I mean, it's a common mistake for people to think that because your hair is natural and like this, that when the wind blows your hair doesn't move, because this for me is work. I don't know how it is for every other natural person, but it's work for me. And my hair does blow on the wind. Most times when the wind blows, if it's a strong enough wind, my hair will go flat, which is why I grew up getting pressing curls, because my hair is curly, but to maintain the curl for me is horribly hard. But I digress. I tell each and every one of my daughters, and my oldest is 4, and my twins are 19 months, 18 months. I make sure I tell them that they're beautiful and they're special, and that being different doesn't in any way make you ugly. It doesn't make you unlikable. It doesn't make you unlovable. It just means that you're different and there's no other person quite like you. And there's nothing wrong with that. But when I can walk down the street or even take my daughter to school and she's in pre-K, she's 4 years old, and I see little girls whose parents have felt the need, for whatever reason, because I don't know, to put a relaxer in their hair, and they have that much hair. I don't subscribe to the good hair, bad hair belief either. If I did, my hair would probably fall in the good hair category. I don't subscribe to that. I think all hair is good hair for as long as you know how to manage it correctly. Natural hair is in no way, shape, or form unmanageable. It can be time consuming depending on the style in which you want to achieve, but it's not unmanageable. Not at all. If you're lazy, then sure, it's unmanageable. If you don't want to put the extra time and the extra effort into your hair, then it can be unmanageable for you. And another thing I want to say, because it can be misconstrued, I didn't decide to go natural because my relaxed hair was damaged and a mess. I just got tired of getting relaxers, much like Miss Monica. I got 4 relaxers a year, sometimes only 3, because if my hair can lay down smooth like this with no relaxer and it just lays there, I didn't feel like I needed to have one every 6 weeks. Like, my hair wasn't gonna die if I didn't get a relaxer every 6 weeks. I mean, who really likes to run to get their scalp burned? I mean, really, it's not that serious for me. My daughter's 4 years old. She's never even had heat put to her hair. Matter of fact, I only blow dried her hair with a handheld blow dryer twice. Once because it was winter time and we had somewhere to go and I needed to be dry, and once because it was my aunt's wedding and I needed it to lay down. That was it. It's not something I feel the need to do to her because I know how to manage her hair, therefore it is not unmanageable. Her hair is fairly long, however it does shrink up. Now, if shrinkage is a problem and you are, really big on length and my hair has to be long, then that's whatever. But every time I see a child, a small child with a relaxer or a weave, or especially those tight micro braids, I think it is so mean to take a child to a beauty salon, sit them down in a chair and make them sit there for 6 to 8 hours to get it braided. Like, are you serious? Why would you do that to your child? I hate to seem judgmental and all that, but I mean, it's a really strong subject for me because I had no control over it, and my sister didn't even really have any control over it. But my sister sent her daughter to her father's house, for a 2-week stay, and in that 2 weeks they put a relaxer in her hair. Beautiful hair down her back, and they relaxed her hair at 7 years old. In my mind, that's saying without saying that the way God made you wasn't right, and what's in this jar is gonna fix it. That's all I can say right now because I'm starting to get a little upset, but that is my say.